starting our day off in Erldunda, and we actually mistook this place for being called Garn, but I just realised last night that Garn is actually the region and Erldunda is a place in that region. But right now we're going to head to Alice Springs, about 200 kilometres away. We're going to jump back onto the Stewart Highway, and then from there we're going to head a little bit west and make our way to the Kings Canyon. So we've got quite a big day today. I think it's another 500 kilometres. There's going to be a little bit of outback roads, a lot of tar sealed, and it should be very scenic. But the goal for today is to get to the Kings Canyon so we can have time tomorrow to do some of the hiking. So let's get this first 200k done, and then we can refuel in Alice Springs and carry on.
Looking forward to today because I feel like it's a necessary 200k ride to get to Alice to then be able to enjoy Kings Canyon and Uluru. Great place to stay here. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, lots of people staying here, isn't it? It seems to be the place. Safe place to park up. Decent rooms. I don't think it was too expensive either.
No, and they lock these gates at night, and the coffee place opens at 7, so couldn't have been any better.
And you've got fuel, very convenient, 98 octane as well, so yeah, ticks all boxes.
And they have emus. Nothing come in for 3.2 minutes.
No need to hard accelerate. Alice Springs, 200k. Well, we've done our first 60k of the day, and the red centre is not looking so red today. Actually, I wasn't expecting there to be so much grass and bushes and shrubs and things, and it's also certainly not as flat as I thought it was going to be. We've got a lot of these rock formations and yeah, different gradients on the landscape as well. There's actually tons of other little creeks and valleys and rock walks and hikes you can do around this entire area. We won't be doing any hikes until we get to Kings Canyon, and then obviously when we get to Uluru afterwards we'll do a few walks around that region.
Yeah, that's quite beautiful, that one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It looks like the red rock has been covered by the mossy bushes, but looks like a dragon's back.
So we applied for our permits last night as well, didn't we? We've got one of them approved already, one of them is pending, and then we needed a permit for the Northern Territories, and we needed a permit for the Uluru Park as well. So yeah, there's quite a lot of applications, isn't there, just to ride through these areas.
Yeah, I think we needed a park pass for the Northern Territory, then a specific park pass for Uluru. Then we needed a park pass for all of Western Australia, and then we needed 2 permits to ride on the Great Central Road. So yeah, we've nearly got through them all now. We decided to go with the year pass for Western Australia because it will be there for quite a while, and we want to be able to do like we did in Tassie and just pull up at any national park that we see and not have to worry about it. And we got the also got the year pass for Uluru because it was either $38 for 3 days or $50 for the year, and it supports the maintenance of the area. So we got the year one because we'll be there for 4 days anyway, so it just made sense.
Yeah, and also just on the off chance that for some reason that we have to stay longer, or I don't know, even come back here again, for the extra $10 it was worth having the full year, wasn't it? So yeah, it made sense. But yeah, cruising at 90 to preserve the tyres a little bit, because we've still got a lot of kilometres that we need to put on them, and we like to keep some of that aggressive tread for the Great Central Road when we make our way back to Perth. But 90 seems to be preserving them quite well. Getting overtaken quite often, but that's okay.
We're waving, it's a game now.
Only 90 kilometers away from Alice Springs now. Again, the landscape's getting quite interesting. This wonderful red colour rock is so iconic for this area, and yeah, it is just a joy to be able to sit back and relax. We've got cruise control on, we're all comfy, great temperature. It's 17 degrees at the moment, so this is ideal riding conditions for this region. It's so nice that it's not like 45 degrees. We can actually really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think we did our fair share of that in other countries, so I think we're glad to be enjoying this with the wind and the breeze coming through the jackets. It's lovely. But this ride has not been what I expected at all, Sean.
No, it's I guess you're expecting a big flat plane, or
Yeah.
there's a lot of textures.
Yeah, a lot of sand and flat. You could see, and there has been parts where you could see really far, but there's also been a lot of formations, and they've been beautiful to look at for the last 200 kilometers. I feel like this might be the best part of the Stuart Highway.
So we have arrived in Alice Springs, and it's quite busy at the moment. Big airport there, some big aircrafts as well, so I think it's quite an accessible place. You've also got the Garn as well that stops here, so plenty of options to get to Alice Springs. Right, so I think we are close to the town centre. It is just down the road here. There's a BP garage there as well, so I think we'll top up while we're here.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's quite a big place. Didn't expect it to be so big.
No, me neither. Right, we'll pull into this one though.
All fueled up now.
Yeah, another 630 k's back in the tank, so, and 98 octane again. For some reason I thought we were going to get that lower octane unscented fuel throughout this region, but it seems that the higher grade stuff's not a problem at all.
I think we're kind of heading into the town centre. I don't think we need to stop for anything else, so we'll probably just continue on through. There's the Aboriginal Congress in there, Central Australian Aboriginal Congress.
So there's the town centre. It looks like it's pedestrian way normally, but we can't get through there at the moment.
It's just nice to have a look through, get a feel for the place. Looks like this is a big mall. Busy today in Alice Springs. Feels like we've very much run back into civilization again. There's like a Pizza Hut and a Burger King and malls and stuff.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It feels funny after being out in the outback for so long with all that space around, and now we've got traffic to contend with.
I guess this is the perfect place to be stocking up on food and supplies and any medical.
Yeah, it seems like you can get everything here, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a big Coles there, which I guess is the big main supermarket.
So we have left the town centre of Alice Springs, and you don't have to ride very far to be back in the outback. And what a special place this is. Unlike the rest of the outback that we've seen over the past few days, we've got an amazing red rock like mountain range running pretty much all the way around us, encircling us at the moment. But what's most impressive at the moment is this giant big red rock wall straight ahead of us there. It looks exactly like a dragon's back just perched there. What a really cool place, Emma. We're actually going to be heading that way and then turning left soon.
Oh, that's cool, yeah. It's going to be an awesome route this afternoon. I feel like the day has only just started, really. It was great to see Alice Springs, wasn't it? It was great to ride through and be there for an hour or so as we saw a little bit of the town, and now back into where we like to be in the nature. So I'm glad we came up at least to see the town, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to pass through a town. As you say, really busy today in Alice Springs, so happy to be back out in the outback. I think we've got used to it now, haven't we?
Yeah.
To be in these remote places. It's wonderful, isn't it, to have all this space around you and this scenery to match. Temperature's up to 18 as well, so it's got a little bit warmer, which is nice. It's pretty much ideal conditions for riding here. We spoke to a lady in town. She said it can get up to like 45 degrees in the summer in Alice Springs, so I think that would be a little bit too much for us to bear.
Yeah, maybe that's why it was so busy today, because everyone was out enjoying the cooler weather, but to us it's still quite hot.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. So we still got a long way to go. We've got 292 kilometers. Probably going to take us around about 3.5 hours to do that. I'm not sure how much of this road is sealed. I think it's going to be half and half, but we have to see when we get there. It wasn't too much information on it on Google Maps. You couldn't drop the street view guide on it, but there was a satellite view and it looked, I think, pretty much half and half for paved and unpaved. But it's really dry at the moment. All the creeks are dry, so I'm not anticipating there to be any water on the tracks, because we have to think about crocodiles now, don't we?
Yeah, we're in the Northern Territory. Mindset shift needs to be potential crocodiles, things like that. I think they prefer the nearer the coast, but I'd rather be overcautious.
Yeah, even with a very small percentage chance, I will be thinking twice. Yeah, let's see how we get on. Well, we've done another 50 k's or so through these landscapes. We've just had a big reveal on the horizon there of what looks like a similar sort of mountain or rock structure to Uluru, just like flatter and maybe a bit longer. But there's lots of unique landscape landmarks that I've never really seen before, heard of for that matter. As I said before, we kind of thought this was mostly flat, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's really, really not. It's quite beautiful. I think that we are seeing it when it's quite green. I think normally this is a little bit more scorched. So it's a real lovely place to be. Where we're riding through now is mostly Aboriginal land. So a couple of the offshoots you can't do. It says, you're not allowed, which is completely fine, and why we need permits for the Great Central Road over to Perth in a few days. But we are making really, really good progress. We only have 163 kilometers until tonight's hotel. The clock on the bike is wrong.
Yeah, just by about half an hour. Here it comes now. Here's that iconic rock structure from this highway anyway. I don't know what it's called, but it looks pretty impressive. We just need a little bit more altitude and we can see it properly.
I thought it was Uluru at first.
I think you've had about 10 false alarms for Uluru,
at
haven't
least
you, so
10.
far? Right, so it looks like the tarmac has ended where we thought it was going to end, just where the other loop road connects. So this is still the 6, so we're going to continue on this one now for, well, I think pretty much until we get to Kings Canyon. Hopefully there's not too many corrugations. We'll have a smooth ride. So once again, I think we're in a bit of a floodway here. A lot of the ball dust or sand has collected here. I think it's been washed in and left. Quite slippery, this stuff. It's really, really fine dust. But well, we've got 145 kilometers to go, so if we can keep an average of around about 30-40 kilometers, we should get to the hotel before it gets dark tonight at least. But it's just a little bit unpredictable as to whether it's deep or if it's just sitting on the top.
Slow and steady as ever wins the race, and if we don't make it and we need to camp tonight, we also have that as a backup as always.
Don't think it's going to come to that, but it's always nice to know, isn't it?
It is.
And we've still got a load of water back there as well, so no need to worry. We're making steady progress, but we don't mind because it's absolutely stunning here. There's not been another car on this road since we joined it, and that mountain up ahead is getting ever closer. I think this is the one we saw from the main road on the way up here on the Stuart Highway, on the other side. But looking at the map, we pretty much go straight to it, skirt around the edge, and then somehow go over the top of it and over to the other side. Can't quite see how the road's going to get us there, but I think there's some steep uphill bits eventually, probably in the next 50k or something like that. But really enjoying this time. It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we still got a couple of hours of full daylight to enjoy this track.
Well, I think we've got a bit longer. I think the more north we've got, I think we're getting a bit more daylight.
Ah, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Because the sun is way higher than it normally is at this time. So I think we're going to do well. I think maybe sunset's probably around 6 now. Should be good.
Wouldn't be a bad thing to arrive during sunset. It'd be quite pretty, I'd imagine, around the King's Canyon.
Yeah, might be quite epic actually. I'm trying to spot any wildlife or any birds in the trees because there's so few big trees here. Well, on this side anyway, there's quite a few over there, but I feel like if you're going to see anything, they're going to be hiding in there, away from the sun.
So it's become apparent that we're not going up and over that mountain there on our left, but we're going to scoot along the edge of it, and I think we're going to sneak around the back where it levels off. We can just about see from here that it just flattens off over onto the horizon there. So that's where we're heading, and once we get to that point we'll bear left and then we'll be on our way.
There's a nice brand new tarmac road through Kings Canyon. All the way to Yulara actually, from where we were this morning. But of course, in true Sean Nami style, we've chosen the hardest, most difficult and longest route possible to get to our final destination. But it's pretty epic. And it's beautiful. The side to the mountains that no one sees. I mean, I could find very little information about this road. And again, we had to use the satellite imagery to kind of see how bad it was and if there was water or, you know, what we were going to be dealing with. And it's nothing like what the satellite image said anyway, so there was no point in doing that. But it does help give you an overview of the landscapes and the terrain.
We've just pulled over for a drink of water and just to appreciate the landscape where we are. Sometimes you forget to look back, and behind us there is a pretty cool view of a couple of mounds in the background as well. And this cliff here is slowly starting to, well, shallow out a bit as we make our way around it. But this has been a wonderful road. The surface is great. It is really compact, a bit dusty on the top, so sometimes you get a little bit of movement on the tyres, but it soon bites back in, so nothing to worry about. You can get, I think people do like 80 to 100 on these roads. We're still playing it a little bit cautious and limiting ourselves to around about 50. Because sometimes some things can take you by surprise, especially this sort of time of the day. What time is it actually? We are coming up to, it's only 3:30. We've got 113 kilometers left of this road. I think it actually turns into a tar seal road soon-ish, maybe in another 100 kilometers. But we're making good progress on this. Great time of day, and the climate is beautiful here. Something that is really nice here in Australia is this community on the road in these outback locations. Whenever we pull over to get a drink like this, somehow it seems like the only time a car appears out of nowhere to come past us. Just happened now. They almost came to a stop until they saw us put the thumbs up. So it's like a code here. If you pull down alongside the road for a drink or a stop, another car comes, just give them the thumbs up and they know that everything's okay, and then they'll wave to you and drive past you. But it's nice to know that every person here is looking out for each other. And I guess you have to in these sort of areas where it could potentially be quite dangerous to be stranded out here in the middle of nowhere, like literally hundreds of kilometers from the next services or a town. So yeah, it's really nice to feel that. So I reckon if you broke down here, you wouldn't have to wait too long. I reckon if you're here for an hour or so, someone at least is going to drive past you eventually and help you out. So that's nice to know. So I think we're going to press on now, and yeah, let's do another 50k or so, and then maybe have another break then. 4:45, and we're still going. We've got 75 kilometers left to go. Making progress, not exactly fast progress. It probably will be dark by the time we get in, but the road seems to have smoothed out this last few kilometers, whereas the corrugations are not too big and there is not too much mud. We hit a couple of sand patches back then, but most of the sand and bull dust seems to have gone. So let's see how this rest of this track goes. But are you getting hungry back there, Em?
I am not quite hungry yet, but it's getting there.
It's getting there, yeah. I think since breakfast this morning, between us, we've probably had about 8 Mentos, and that's about it.
Yeah, never do an off-road track without some sort of sweet in your pocket is my biggest tip. But yeah, it's not been too bad, this track, really. As you say, there's just been a bit of sand on top sometimes, and the corrugations are just annoying at this point. But it's I'm very glad that it's as tame as it is, because there was a point where I was like, oh, is this going to turn into the sky track again?
Yeah.
But no, it's been great. It's super beautiful here. I mean, I feel like I'm in Africa, not Australia, because of the here's the sand patches.
Not too bad this one, but still quite deep. Could catch you unawares. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, here we go. Rear came out quite badly then.
It's just where the creeks have been, and it's dried up and left a load of thick silt.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I feel like I'm in Africa because of the green grass that's kind of grown since the rains. Australia is blowing us away a little bit with the beauty through here. It's lovely. The only thing that it's missing is some wildlife. We've seen a couple of cows, but no kangaroos. Nothing else.
There's another cow in the distance. An unfenced cow.
I'm glad you said in the distance then.
Huh.
Well, the sun is setting on this road now. I reckon we have around an hour now of dusk, but the road has really gone sandy, and it's quite deep, and it comes out of absolutely nowhere at all. It's yeah, it's quite treacherous for the bikes. If you're going fast and you come across one of these deeper sections, it's yeah, it's not nice at all.
Absolutely. Just when you think, oh, it's gone fast again, there's a nice little line of sand This has taken a lot longer than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be a little bit like the Erldunda track, but not at all. This is a different feel altogether. So much bull dust and sand here.
Yeah, it's a different challenge entirely. But we press on. We are 50 kilometres from the hotel. It has just gone 5:45, so yeah, I reckon probably got an hour to 45 minutes of dusk light to hopefully get us there. I do know at some point on this road it goes to tarmac for a section. I saw it on the satellite and it kind of just disappeared. So I'm hoping we hit that sooner rather than later and we can make up a little bit of time with Storm's 1300cc engine that we are not using at the moment.
No, first and second gear is getting some great use at the moment. But I reckon it's to the end of this straight here. Remember we looked at that, like that little twisty bit there, and I think that's where it is.
I just can't get over where we are. Like, sometimes I pull up my phone on Google Maps and then it's got that blue point, and it's like we're in the middle of Australia in the outback, searching for Kings Canyon and Uluru, like on our own little expedition almost. It feels surreal.
It is, it's quite special, isn't it? We're not in any hurry. If we get there late, we get there late. We don't really worry too much.
Here it is again.
Like, and you can see where the water has like washed it to certain different parts of the road.
Yeah, we've
depending
become
on the
like
camber.
Experts in predicting the road change. We're like, right, it's dipping, and then you see these here. These have just been waterways, so it gets
this
really
has been a
deep.
stream, hasn't it, across? Yeah. So these are really sandy.
Oh, this one's terrible.
Well, that's possibly the deepest one we've had yet. But it's okay, we're getting through them. It's not really a problem. We've not been stuck or stopped.
No.
Still got some good life left in these Karus yet. They are starting to wear down, especially after these last few days of tarmac. Well, it's not the tarmac, it's the big distances, isn't it, that we've put on them?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we did really fast tarmac riding on these Karus when we were in Kazakhstan on the straight roads, and like we were doing like 140 on those roads, but we didn't have a long time to last. Like, we didn't need them to last very far because we were changing them in Osh, weren't we? So we didn't really look after them at all, but these ones we're trying to preserve. But we've only got 320 k's of tarmac
It's like being on a horse at the moment. And
between here and Uluru, and that's when we're on the gravel again, so it'll be slower, smaller kilometres every day, and a lot of gravel, so hopefully a bit kinder to the Karus. I can't think with all this jiggling.
So if it is gravel, if it's sand, it'll have zero wear on the Karus. There we go. It's like a trot or a canter.
Yeah. But the scenery to the right, my voice goes funny on the scenery to the right is like something out of a movie.
Alright, the sun has set. It is quite a nice part of the day now. I reckon we've got 30 minutes before it's dark, but I'm not too concerned actually, because we've got the big lights. It might actually be easier to see where we're going instead of this like intermittent sunny shady rays blinding you. But I reckon just at the end of this road is the tarmac now. That's what I reckon and hope. 6:20. Update. Road has flattened out beautifully now. We're doing like 55 kilometers an hour. Got the big Denali's on, which are pretty good actually for lighting up the way. I can see just far enough ahead of me that I can react if there's any big holes or sandy sections, but we're getting finally making some progress.
Corrugations are back. Woohoo!
I don't know how much longer until it is actually pitch black, but at this moment it doesn't really make a difference.
Nah. The number's small enough that I'm not camping.
Hopefully the hotel isn't going to be daft and is going to leave a key for us. What time do they normally shut the gates in these places? Is it like 10?
7.
Huh?
I think the restaurant closed at 7 yesterday. You had to order between 5 and 7. I think gate was closed at 8.
Right. Okay, well we'll make that in time at least.
But I feel like we've prepaid for the room, so they should leave it out. Plus I think a lot of people drive here to Kings Canyon to stay at the holiday park, so I actually don't even know if they got on-site staff as well, actually thinking about it.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? Surely they expect people turning up at odd hours with such vast distances. And lack of cell phone signal. We haven't had any signal for about 4 or 5 hours.
Not too bad.
No. Sticking in the middle seems to be the best.
Honestly, I'm just happy when we're bumping rather than the rear sliding on the sand. Or like...
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? If we don't mind the bumps, it's the slipping and sliding all over the place. And the front end about to flop. Any dingoes? No kangaroos? It's amazing. I just thought it'd be crawling with wildlife at this time.
I did too. Well, look at this sunset.
Wow. Can just about see some of the view. I think we must have been 30 minutes too late for this scenic viewpoint.
Yeah.
But we have just seen 2 dingoes,
We did.
which is pretty cool. Someone was had a campsite fire up there, so I think they were cooking food. So they must have got the scent.
Oh, bunny.
A little rabbit, yeah.
So we now just have around 27 kilometres to the hotel. Not far at all.
To where, sorry,
It's a
Kings
hotel.
Canyon. Oh, the hotel, I thought you said Cape
Yeah.
Town.
No, we got a bit further than that, around
bit further to Cape Town.
120,000 kilometres.
Wow, the sky's on fire.
Wow.
Well, the last 8 kilometres was sealed, but after the little hilltop bit with the tarmac, it went straight back to off-road again for about, I think it was another 15 kilometres.
And the rest.
And at this time of night, it had enough of that. But we've got here now, and thank goodness it's one of the intelligent hotels that have put the keys in a safe box for you to get out. So we have our keys. We're going to head over to the cabin now, and the restaurant is actually open for another
20 minutes.
45 minutes, something like that.
We might be able to just squeeze in dinner.
So we might at least get a bowl of chips or something. Oh, the stars are looking pretty awesome tonight. It's one consolation for riding into the night.
I actually was crying on the way back. They were that beautiful. Like
Were
it was
you?
like being in a snow globe of stars. You know, like the full dome of the sky you could see. Like
Can't quite see them that well now with all these lights on, but yeah, before it was pretty good
before
dinner.
it was something else. Like, you know, it almost felt, you know, like you're a kid and your mum puts those neon stick on stars in your bedroom.
Oh, on the ceiling, yeah.
It was like we were riding through and I was just looking up at the sky and it was just like, whoa, this is amazing. Okay, so turn in at the petrol station, the second turn in, if you don't mind. Thanks.
Down here.
Yeah. And then we kind of like swoop round.
The second, what was it? Number 20.
Yeah, number 20.
1 to 25, down here.
Epic. Lodges. Perfect. Must be one of these. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean.
Very welcome, ma'am. Well done.
That was a long day. That was 500 kilometers with 200 kilometers in gravel sand.
Gravel sand, yeah. That sand is an absolute killer. If it was just gravel, we'd be here like hours ago, but sand was horrible. And it came back again when it was dark as well. Big monster patches. But it's all an adventure, and we're here now. Let's get our bags in. Let's get to that restaurant if we can.
I think you deserve more than a beer.
Well, we made it to the restaurant with about 10 minutes to spare, so food order is in, and we've gone all out, I think, because we deserve it after this evening. I've got a tiny beer. I don't know if there was a communication issue there with this tiny little beer that I've got here. It's not really a man's size, but it tastes fantastic. I don't know which one this is. It's quite a hoppy one, but well deserved after today. I think we did just over 500 kilometers today, and yeah, we started that. I think it must have been about 200 kilometers of off-road, and we started that bit like late in the afternoon, but it's all worked out well. Key was in the box. If it wasn't, it might have been a different story altogether, but what a day. What a fantastic adventure through the outback of Australia. Cheers, Em.
Well, dinner has arrived, and I think I've ordered pretty well tonight. We've got a big salad with avocado on it. Sean's gone for a very manly burger, and I also got a small kids pasta because we don't eat any meat or anything, and they didn't have anything on the menu that was vegetarian friendly in the pasta section, so they said just order the kids one. So kids pasta, bargain price as well. Got live music on, playing some beautiful songs, and it is the perfect way to what has been an epic ride here in the Outback. I'm starving though. I've been hungry for about 200 kilometers.
Back from dinner, teeth cleaned, ready for bed. It's only 9 o'clock, but I think we're going to get an early one tonight. This is where we're staying. It is a big row of cabins. There's quite a lot of cabins here. I think it's pretty much the only place you can stay in Kings Canyon. So yeah, we're in number 20. It's a shared bathroom, toilets, kitchen, but we've got ourselves quite a big room here. We've got 3 spare beds there. We should probably start renting out these beds in these big rooms that they give us. We've got a small kitchen, kettle, fridge, and we've already made ourselves a home in bed, and I think I'm going to join her now. So we'll catch you in the morning as we go for a hike around Kings Canyon.